The first cryptocurrency that I bought was XRP. And I haven't really touched the XRP that I initially bought. Some of it I lost, some of it has just been stored on a Coinbase for years now. This is the first time in which I'm not only thinking about buying a XRP, I bought XRP. I did a major move into XRP. I'm going to be dollar cost averaging into XRP. And I want to talk about why in this video, because this may very well be one of the best times to be a part of XRP in the past year. We had a massive run. This thing went up 333%, and no lie, it was a great run. I am up a lot on my XRP, no doubt. But over time, you've got to kind of realize, have I missed the boat, or is the boat just running against the system? The system that I'm talking about is the weakness in the US dollar. That's why Bitcoin's been running as much as it has, and they've been hedging by propping up the crypto markets. And the fact is that as long as Trump is in office, the crypto markets are going to be getting attention, and funds will be moving capital into assets like XRP. We're going to be getting that ETF. We've already gotten several ETFs. This is going to be a massive deal for XRP. More capital from institutions flowing in. Now, I've seen the Bandcamp of the room, and I do want to address negatives. There are people that believe that because the XRP ledger isn't as strong as other ecosystems, that it's being held back. But I think that this statement couldn't be further from the truth. The XRP ledger does not need to be this massive success from a meme market. It needs to instead focus on the stablecoin narrative. Because if we think about the way that the dollar works right now, if I'm trying to transfer a dollar, I mean, I went international for a month to Singapore, Thailand, etc. I had a massive issue offboarding my fiat, but I had no problem paying with stable coins in markets that did accept stable coins. So if we see the US dollar, we have to go ahead and go through all these little hoops, and you know, we have to go ahead and be on a road. But when it comes to stable coins, we're on an airplane going Mach 2. We're going very fast. We just get to A to Z very, very quickly. And all of this is using XRP. All of this would be using XRP. That's the vision behind RLUSD and why I'm a big believer. But it's not only that. I believe that a market needs to have a team that is propelling it forward. And in XRP's case, that's Ripple. Ripple is investing billions of dollars into establishing a treasury. And not only that, they went ahead and did a major acquisition of G Treasury, a $1 billion acquisition. This has to be for the primary use case, which I'll go ahead and get into. But the past few years have reminded this industry why payments, first and foremost, is the primary use case for crypto and blockchain. Payments are where Ripple first started. And he thinks that the infrastructure sucks, and he thinks it could be better. And so they've been doing this all year. They've been doing acquisitions, billions of dollars worth of this stuff, and now they're doing a $1 billion fundraise to establish an XRP-centered treasury. This is why I'm buying XRP. I don't think there are a lot of projects in crypto that have enough liquidity to actually do these moves. I really don't think that there are a lot of teams in crypto. I mean, maybe there are a handful of teams. It's got to be on one hand that could actually throw billions of dollars into acquiring companies that will actually move the needle forward. And the fact is that while gold is having a historic rally, because it's having a crazy rally, I can look up the gold stock right now. It is insane. These stocks are going parabolic. They are going absolutely crazy. Any gold stock is going crazy. The gold price is going crazy. This is all going to lead into crypto. And why is this happening? Why is gold going so crazy? It's because people are hedging for the fall of the dollar. There are less dollars in banks' hands globally. It's gone from about 50+% in the 90s and the 80s to about the 30% mark, right? There's less and less fiat out there, and they're less interested in the USD. So naturally, there's going to be another currency that takes over. And the fact is that crypto is just so much more advanced than the current monetary system that we have. It's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. So we want to bet on teams that are going to be able to tap into this massive liquidity injection. XRP's got the institutional volume. They've got the institutional capital to actually make moves that are meaningful enough. And so right now, when I'm thinking about altcoins, I'm thinking about Ethereum. I'm thinking about XRP. I'm thinking about HBAR. I'm thinking about these cryptocurrencies that have already overperformed this market, but really haven't seen a major run since their inception. Let's be honest. XRP hasn't had a run since its inception, practically. This is the next bull market, I guess we could call it. But really, Bitcoin dominance is at almost 60%. We haven't seen a real crypto cycle. Trump won. We got regulatory clarity. This is unprecedented. Unprecedented. You think this is just going to magically stop the amount of money that's coming into the crypto market? It's not going to stop. It's only going to accelerate. There's going to be more and more and more capital flowing into the crypto markets. And so on top of all of this that I just said, another reason that I'm going to be buying XRP here is because interest rate cuts are coming and the end of quantitative tightening is coming. They are not taking away money from people. Now they're giving it to people again. It's going to be called quantitative easing. It's the reason the 2021 bull market happened in the first place. And so if we see QE, we see trillions of dollars flowing into Americans' hands. What do you think they're going to be buying? And what do you think these institutions are going to be sizing into? They're going to be sizing into the overperformers, the ones that have already done better than the rest, and the top cryptocurrencies. If you attract a wallet from 2018 until now, you're going to notice that there are two cryptocurrencies that stand out: Bitcoin and XRP. Pretty much everything else, other than maybe Ethereum as well, has underperformed, and maybe BNB. We do have to shout out to BNB fam. Anybody holding BNB, congratulations. It's been an insane run lately. But these cryptocurrencies really are the only ones that have actually done well. Everything else has just been trash, absolute trash in comparison. So people, don't complicate it. I'm not complicating my life. Am I buying spot right now and just going all in on XRP? No, I am not. Okay, well, I used to be a delusional investor, but I am kind of coming back to reality a little bit. And the reality that I'm coming to is that I will be dollar cost averaging. And so I've got, several $1,000s every week that I'm going to be allocating into XRP until I get to the amount of XRP that I want. I'm already in profit, so I'm already doing well. I'm dollar cost averaging upward. But I predict, end of this year, we're going to be seeing $4, $5, $6 XRP. If we don't see it, that's fine, because I believe over a long enough time horizon, this is part of my thesis and why I held XRP in the first place, I will be in profit and I'm going to be overperforming some of the other equity markets. If you had held, $1,000 a year into the top 10 cryptocurrencies, you would have made about, $35,000 to $36,000 today from 2018. Now, if you'd done the same thing in the stock market, you would have made, maybe like $13,000, $14,000. This is a big difference. And so if you would have held XRP, let's be honest, you would be up a hell of a lot more. You'd be up a lot more than that. And so the way I see it, I'm going to buy into the overperformer. I'm going to stop overcomplicating it and just going down this massive, massive list of just garbage coins that aren't going to be here in a couple of years because they just mean absolutely nothing. And they're just funneling money into the founders' hands that are selling their tokens on us. No, I'm just going to buy the thing that actually works. So that's the video. Thanks for watching. Stay classy. And that's all.